I punched the wrong kid during a cross country race. We need a picture. We need a picture. Did you really punch this kid in the face? Yes. And as you see in the photo breakdown, it's an old photo. Very, not the best photo quality, but you see in the breakdown, this is when I went in for the elbow right before I struck him across the face. And if you look there on the edge, right next to me, all the kids within the blue and white with their heads turned are my teammates on the cross country team. Some of my best friends, Beef, 7-5, Griff. Maybe someday we'll get a reveal to have them on the show. But yes, like I said, this is a no cap channel. I keep the receipts. If I have receipts, I keep them. So there's the photo for you. Like I said, one of my favorite cross-country memories. And for all my followers, if you want to see more content like that, because TikTok is so topic sensitive and you don't want to get your page canceled and everything taken down, I put all that stuff on Instagram under the name truly_obnoxious_moments. It's an analogy for Tom. I still can't believe I came up with that, but you can find that page on Instagram. I've got a normal Instagram page too, Tom Ziegler, if you want to check that out. I'm also on YouTube, Talks with Tom Ziegler. I'm on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, just Tom Ziegler on there. I'm trying to think if there's Facebook. I have a Talks with Tom Facebook. Most of that content's my grandpa. But you guys are all welcome to go check that out. And for anybody who is judgmental of my stories and the content and stuff, like that's fine. We're cool with that. I'm not one of those people who's trying to act like I'm making a big bag off social media and I'm this and that, because I'm not. Like, I'm still figuring my life out. I've got a lot of shit to figure out about myself and my life, and I'm just trying to grow and hopefully get better every single day. And I hope that by sharing these stories with you all, it is not only entertaining, but hopefully helps you all learn and grow in the process. Because as much as people want to say, like, oh, I get a lot of hate in the comments, like, oh, you're stuck in high school, you're stuck in this phase of your life. And it's like, I'm able to share and talk about these stories because I'm at peace with my past and the things that I've done. I'm not saying I'm proud of everything that I've done, but it is what it is. I mean, that's life. You learn, you grow, and you move on from it. There's nothing in your past that's ever going to define your future, and that's really just the biggest lesson I try to share throughout all these stories is like, these were phases of my life. This is how they went. This is what I learned from them. At the very least, I hope you get a laugh out of them. But at the end of the day, I really don't care what you think about me. It's not about me. This is hopefully benefiting somebody I don't even know. That's like the beauty of social media. And as far as what I want to use it for on the business side, like, if I'm being completely honest, like, I just want to get this stuff big enough where I can benefit my friends and family. Like, I could care less about chasing that bag for myself. Like, I really just want to pay off my student loans. Other than that, I'm happy to live the lifestyle I'm currently living. I just want to be able to provide some financial benefit to my friends and family, because to me, they are the reason I started doing this, and they'll continue to be the reason that motivates me to keep pushing on this path. Because honestly, everyone who acts like, everyone wants to give advice on how to make it big or how to chase your dream, how to accomplish and manifest and all this stuff. And I truly just believe, like, it's faith. You got to have faith in something, whether it's faith in yourself, faith in God, faith in the universe, like whatever it is. I think faith is the key. And I'm definitely a work in progress with that, like figuring things out as I go and just trying to grow and develop as a person. But overall, it's just finding that what you have faith in and what motivates you to get up and get it and get done what you need to get done or what you want to get done. That's really what it is. I think if people would take a breath and just kind of evaluate, tune out the outside noise and just sit in silence once a day, for like 20 minutes, and just kind of try to start asking yourself, like, who am I? What do I really want to be? What do I want to do? That kind of changes the perspective on not only who you spend your time with, but what you spend your time doing. I'm speaking from a person who's kind of in the middle of that. Like, really just over the last few months, I just kind of started taking some time to myself and like, okay, like, what do I really want to do? Like, who do I really want to be? I don't necessarily have that answer yet, but I feel like I'm getting towards it. And it's a painful process. Like, there's been a lot of ups and downs for me on that, in my own head, really just trying to figure that out. But what I have started to realize is, like, it's really not about what anybody else thinks. It's all with you. Like, that light, that potential, that passion, it all comes from within. And if you find what you really want to do, you find your niche, you find your lane, whatever you want to call it. If you find where you feel like your heart is full and you're doing what you really want to be doing, I do think you start to attract the people that are supposed to be in your life, the circle that's that inner circle that you think you want that might not be who you think it is. I think as I've gotten older, it's like I can't shoulder the weight of like fixing everybody's problems and doing everything. And I used to try to, and not by anybody else's decision but my own. But it's like that old saying: you really can't help anybody until you help yourself. And as hard as that is to do at times, and as humbling and kind of swallowing your pride of a step as that is, like that's where it starts. Like, get your own shit together, figure out what you want to do, where you're going, get your priorities in order, and then you do just naturally start to attract the people who see that and want to be a part of that. And that's a true positive relationship in your life. So, spiraling on all that from a story about cross country in high school, but yes, I did really punch that kid. You can think what you want of that. That was just our style of running. Like I've said on here many times before, that was easily one of my favorite stories from cross country. We did win the race, whether my punch had anything to do with that or not. That was my contribution. And really, it was more of just making those memories. Like, I'm not going to lie, there's a couple times that, hell yeah, I punched a kid because I saw all my buddies sitting there watching me race, and I'm like, man, they ain't never going to forget this. Boom. So, and like I said, right or wrong, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not telling you that what I've ever done is perfect in my life. I've made a lot of mistakes, and those are all stories and lessons that y'all will hear on here someday. But as far as Talks with Tom goes, we're really just scratching the surface on all these stories. We're going to keep going with these different chapters of my life and and my perspective on things. Because that's the other thing, is like, there's so many people nowadays that want to give you advice on how to live your life and try to tell you how to do things and this and that. Like, I'm all for like the physical and mental health tips, but as far as who you are as a person and how you're going to live your life, like, that's your decision. You have to be able to kind of tune out all the outside noise and just really be like, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be, and then go start to look for resources on how to be that person, or find people who are similar to you or people you aspire to be like, and then start to kind of learn from them. Don't like, if you don't know who you are, or you don't know who you want to be, how are you supposed to go take advice from someone who just because they're successful doesn't mean they have their shit figured out? Like, they figured out one thing, So yeah, that's my spiel. That's my random rambling on this episode, but it's good to be back. We're not going anywhere. It's just part of the process. So hope everyone's well. We got a lot more episodes to get to, so time to get to it. Talks with Tom. Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and bake, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see?